Hey YouTube family, how are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing well. Don't mind me, I'm just getting back from a flag football game. I coach a group of intermediate girls at the school I teach at, and we just won both our games tonight. The sun was shining, the wind was blowing, so do not adjust your screens. My face is really this red. Sunscreen, folks, wear your sunscreen. Anyway, welcome to an episode of Deal or No Deal. This is a show where I decide if I'm going to keep the guitar, deal, or take the guitar back, no deal. So, what's it going to take for me to deal or no deal this guitar? In this video, hopefully this won't take too long, the only thing that I want to confirm is, will this guitar intonate? If you watch the first video, the intonation is way off. Every saddle on this has to move back because the fretted notes at the 12th fret are sharp. So, not a problem. Back the saddle up. The only concern I have is, if you look at these saddles, they are back there pretty good already. And look at that G string. Right, that third string from the bottom, that saddle is back quite a bit already. It's past the halfway point on the threaded screw there, and it's way sharp at the 12th fret. So I'm not sure if, even maxed out, if this guitar will intonate. The knife edge is kind of on the back side of the saddle, and the flat edge is on the front side of the saddle. So worst case scenario, if it doesn't intonate, I could loosen the strings and flip this bridge around so that I'd have the flat edge facing the back side, and that would give me a little bit more adjustability, you know, if the string is still sharp at the 12th fret. So let's get right into it and do this. All right, I'm going to try and position this so on record I will have the outcome, whether good or bad, and so that you guys can see it too. Sorry about the skin shot on the legs, but hey, it was hot today, man. I'm going to start with the G string because that's the one I'm the most concerned about. So we are a little bit sharp. Stretch it, make sure it's not binding anywhere. So one tip that I was given years ago when I started playing guitar is a good friend of mine who is an excellent guitar player. He told me, never tune down to pitch, always tune up to pitch. And I said, well, what happens if my string is sharp? I got to tune down. He said, yeah, tune down past the note, stretch your string, and then tune back up to pitch. So you guys can try that if you're having tuning instabilities. Always tune up to pitch. Okay, look, we're dead center here. Right, so I'm going to go harmonic at the 12th fret, and then fretted note. See how that's really sharp? And then, oh, look, I'm a little flat still. Okay, harmonic, 12th fret, and fretted note. See, I'm way sharp. Okay, so guitar's right on my knees. I'm going to back up that saddle. When your screws are facing the pickups, you have to go counterclockwise to bring that saddle back. All right, I'm going to move it back about, I did like a full turn almost. When you do that, that's going to sharpen your string, so then you got to detune and retune again. Okay, sorry, my tuner's just acting up. This switch is starting to go, unfortunately. So now I got to tune down. Right, now I'm going to stretch, bring that back to pitch. All right, harmonic, 12th fret. Oh, you know what? We're getting close. Still sharp though. It's got to go back again. I don't want to max it out right off the bat because I like the suspense. All right, go. Oh, we're close. We're still, you know what? We're still quite a bit sharp. I don't know that we're going to make it, guys. All right, this saddle is now totally seated at the back of the bridge. I may have to turn this around if we can't get this dialed in. Oh, look at that. We got it. I'm a little sharp anyway. We got it. All right, let me just check the other strings. I'll come back if I have any problems. All right, we got it. We were able to intonate it. But the G string and the E string are sitting right up against that bridge plate at the rear. So yeah, it was pretty maxed out. I would like it to not be that way. So I think, you know, it's either due to these strings being almost a year old, or this bridge maybe should be flipped around. So the flat side would be facing the rear, and you could actually pull that saddle further back, technically. But it's dialed in pretty good. So one thing I do to check if my intonation's on, I play the E chord at multiple spots on the neck until I reach the octave. So and it sounds in tune in all positions. Another thing I like to do is play the G chord, just the, you know, the country chord. Not this version. This version. And then go the full octave, you know, beyond the 12th fret, and play that chord again. Right? So then you have fretted notes way past the 12th fret and open strings, and it's still ringing in tune. So it's perfect. It's awesome. Deal or no deal? Deal. Gonna keep it. Next episode, we're tearing this apart. I'll show you what's inside of this cover, and I'll show you what's inside of this cover, and we will discover things together. You guys take care, God bless, and we will see you in the next one.